Hello, Dan Smith here, director. I'll be doing some audio commentary for this re-release of the movie.
Oh, wait, not yet. Sorry, sir, this is just the DVD menu. The movie hasn't started yet.
If you miss the old days of science fiction, with giant ants, fire-breathing pterodactyls, and sentient apes, have I got a game for you. Deadly Tower of Monsters, or just Deadly Tower going forward, is a twin-stick style action game developed by Ace Team and published by Atlas USA in 2016. This game takes all the sci-fi tropes of old and rolls them into a single game dripping with references and charm, but there's more of this game than what meets the eye, so let's talk about it. My favorite aspect of the game is actually the story, or rather the narrative. Deadly Tower has every other framing device beat, as this game is canonically a director's commentary for the movie Deadly Tower of Monsters. You will play as Dick Starspeed, and later have the options of playing as Scarlet Nova and Robot the Robot. Together, you'll make your way up the titular Deadly Tower to bring down the evil Emperor. Dick is reminiscent of Captain Kirk, Scarlet Nova and her father remind me a lot of Flash Gordon, and Robot is pretty close to Robbie from Forbidden Planet. These characters go as far as their tropes, and don't really have much to contribute besides what you would expect them to say. But that's just the plot of the Deadly Tower movie. The plot of the Deadly Tower game is that the movie's director, Dan Smith, is sitting on a recording of the movie and explaining the filmmaking process behind it. Dan acts as narrator, commentator, comic relief, and exposition. For just about everything in the game, Dan Smith will have something to say about it. These can range from explaining the enemies you fight, to info on the actors, to explain special effects. Why can you carry infinite gold in the game? There is a cutscene explaining that. Why are the squid enemies in the game? Some board members' nephews wanted to be in the movie. While the story of the game is intentionally simple, the story of the movie becomes really interesting as you go along, and you find out so much info on its production. This also allows you to get a lot of time with Dan, and it makes him a very fun character. Switching over to presentation, graphics-wise, Deadly Tower looks pretty good. While I don't think it will turn any heads, this game does a great job translating science fiction creatures of old into a game. It is easy enough to just have apes, squid monsters, and dinosaurs, but it's another thing to make them look intentionally cheap. Enemies in this game move like they would in a cheap science fiction film, rather than how they should. The apes are given more fluid movement since they're played by real apes, but the enemies that are canonically puppets or stiff costumes will move rigidly. My favorites have to be the dinosaurs, which are canonically stop motion, and thus are given very choppy movements reminiscent of Ray Harryhausen. Enemy and environmental designs range from a variety of classic sci-fi setups, and it's fun to see what you encounter next. There are also a lot of sight gags, such as when the actors are replaced with puppets for when a monster has to grab them. There's even a fake film grain over the whole thing. Sound-wise, Deadly Tower embraces its source material, giving us a lot of tracks with an appropriate adventuring feel, with a healthy dose of theremin. I also really like the voice acting. The movie actors play their roles very overdramatically, while characters doing the movie commentary sound appropriately casual about the whole thing. The sound effects here also deserve a special mention, as physical strikes are given these loud hit sounds to sell the impact, and your ranged weapons are accompanied by cheesy yet appreciated pew-pews. Getting into gameplay, Deadly Tower is a twin-stick beat-em-up shooter with some platforming thrown in for good measure. You'll gradually make your way up the tower fighting its various enemies with an arsenal of melee and ranged weapons. Combat is basic, consisting of regular attacks and heavy attacks. Your various melee weapons are pretty similar, with some feeling faster or slower than others, but your range arsenal is more varied. As you progress, you'll also be able to improve your character's abilities, allowing them to do more damage or have more health. You can also obtain special abilities such as a force push to assist you. Each character also gets a unique ability to use either in combat or to help them solve specific puzzles. You also have the vertical gun, which grants you the revolutionary ability to aim down. There are times when enemies will attack you from the sides of the tower, and you'll have to aim down to attack enemies before they reach you. It's a nice aspect of the game that helps sell the ascent of the tower. Finally, there's platforming. Deadly Tower actually has a lot of fun with the concept of climbing a really high tower. While your standard platforming is here, featuring a jump and jetpack, there is also platforming in the sense of jumping off the tower. At any point you could just jump off. Doing this allows you to obtain collectibles and reach entirely new areas. It's fun to see what you can find when you consider what parts of the game are reachable by falling from a very high position. and in case you accidentally fall off, the game also features the button to teleport you back from where you jumped off. There's a lot to discover from exploring though, mainly in the form of gears, which act as upgrade materials for your various weapons. But there are some other collectibles too. Between the falling system and fast travel, Deadly Tower actually has very fun exploration. Deadly Tower is a lot of fun when you're able to jump from the top of the tower to reach that weird thing you've seen in the distance, or when you re-examine a part of the level to find that there's a hidden pathway you may not have seen before. If that's not enough for you, the game also features a co-op option, which I assume makes the game more fun. There's also a survival mode you can access for more combat action. All in all, Deadly Tower isn't the best game ever, but it's a really fun time. Its presentation, simple but enjoyable gameplay, and excellent narrative make it a really good experience. So if you like classic sci-fi and want a short but sweet game, consider playing The Deadly Tower of Monsters. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like or comment. If you want to hear about more underappreciated games, subscribe to my channel for more content.